You know, everybody said for the longest time, pepperoni was for pizza. But now, we're going to make it for biscuit sandwiches. Alright, since we're doing breakfast sandwiches, we need eggs. And then we have bacon, Swiss cheese, because it's holy, you know. It's Sunday, we gotta be a little holy. Our main star, the pepperoni. Biscuits, the base. And then for our hardware, we have our pan, which is gonna do our cooking. Our bowl with the whisk, because we must whisk the eggs to scramble them. And then our biscuit pan. Well guys, I was gonna smack it on the counter, but when I opened it, they kinda had other plans. They tried to escape, but now we must contain them again on the pan. You may be wondering why I'm not holding the cameras, because trying to do these one-handed would be very messy. So, I have my lovely wife helping out. All right. Into the hot box you go, biscuits. See you in a few minutes. Well, guys, we had a casualty. One of our favorite pair of tongs decided to finally kick the bucket. Into the fires. For the Emperor, you served your purpose. All right, bacon into the pool. Listen to the bacon sizzle. We love the sizzle. Time to flip the bacon. Good thing we had a backup pair of tongs. Let's lower that just a little bit. But now our bacon's split. They're gonna cook a little bit longer. And then we're going... Alright, now it's time to pull the bacon. Got our plate here, some paper towel to catch the grease. 1 bacon. 2 bacon. 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces of bacon. Ah, the bacon. And now it's time to crack the eggs so that way they are ready. Yes, everybody, I will get that last bit of the eggshell out of there. Sometimes even the Goblin's gotta slow down. It's the final brain cell. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Those eggs are looking a little lonely. Usually when I scramble my eggs, I add a little bit of milk. Hello, fridge contents. Everybody, this is what's in my fridge. You don't need to worry about that. That's coming soon. And then we mixy our eggs scrambled like my brain sometimes. Y'all may be wondering what I'm gonna do with that bit of grease in there. I'm gonna save most of it. Some of it's gonna get used for cooking the pepperoni and scrambling the eggs, but I'm going to save the majority of it. Let's see if we can't do this in one take. Here we go. And now for the main feature, the pepperoni. We crisp you up. It's time to get crispy. Give it some gas. Alright, it's time for the pepperoni to come out of the pan. Look at that flavor. One pepperoni. Two pepperoni. Three pepperoni. Oh, that sizzle. Four pepperoni. Five. And six. And now it's time for the eggs to jump into the pool. Come on, guys, time for a swim. Oh, I missed one. Let's fix that. And now I'm stirring and scrambling my eggs. This is the crucial step where we get all the flavor. We need the flavor. Alright, our eggs are done cooking now. And now we're gonna put them into a bowl so that way it's easier to put them onto the sandwiches. Here we go, let's see if we can do this one-handed. No, better not. That seems like a recipe for disaster. Alright, and now it's time to check on the biscuits in the hot box. Ooh, those might actually have to come out now. Alright, now it's time for the assembly of the sandwich. One nice, delicious biscuit onto the plate. Alright, they're out of the hot box now. They're just gonna cool for a little bit. And I'm definitely glad that... Hello, bacon. They'll keep cooking. I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, anyways, like I was saying, definitely glad that this troublemaker didn't go off while I was cooking. This guy is an annoying pain in the butt. He couldn't contain his excitement, so he had to split. Bacon. Surprise fork. And now the eggs. Hey, you're supposed to be with your friends on the bottom. And now the pepperoni are on there. Pepperoni, the main star of the show with the biscuits. I don't know about you guys, but it's time to start feeling cheesy. I'm cheesy all the time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's the first bite. Do we get the head nod, or was this a pass? Smash or pass? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The head nod and the thumbs up. We did it again. Let's go, folks. Alright, that's enough for today. Later, Tater.